Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So this is kind of me refilming this video. It's my highlight collection and swatches of all my highlighters and swatches. I've got quite a bit but not as many as some people might have in their collections. The problem was I uploaded it to YouTube and it said that there was something wrong with it. There was an error, so it didn't upload it. I went back into my files and it wasn't there either, so I must have deleted it at some point to put some more videos on there because it won't hold that much. I think it is down to the amount of like family pictures I've got on my laptop, which I probably could delete because they're on Facebook anyway, but I always think to myself, well, what if I need them as backup? And you know, it's silly really, they're on Facebook. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to get into it again. We're going to get into the highlighters. The hair, by the way guys, I filmed today a little how to, so that should go up before this does. Saying that though, I think I want the collection video to go up. I've been meaning to film this collection video for a very long time, and people have said that they're interested in it as well. So far we did bronzers first, then blushers, and then highlighters. So how I've done it, I've done it how I would apply it to the face. Everyone applies makeup differently. So what I would do is normally put my base makeup on, so primer, foundation, and then I'll go in with a bronzer, blush, and then highlighters. So that's how I've done mine. So I just want to show you my highlighter collection and see if we can declutter any. That's just in my way a little bit. Right, so one for sure that I can declutter within a Z palette is this one here. This is from Tanya Burr, Rosy Glow I think it is, and it looks absolutely beautiful, and it was a beautiful highlighter. I used to absolutely love this and it had a lot of use. There's a bit of a dent there, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is quite a bit of a dent. I'm going to swatch it a couple of times because it's light. Now on my hand it looks real pretty still, but on the face it doesn't look nice at all, so that's why I'm getting rid of this. So yeah, that's going bye-byes. Another one that I'm going to be decluttering is this one, but I'm going to buy this one again because they still do it. It's the Natural Collection Highlighter Stick in the shade Coral Glow. This is actually a blush. I don't know why I'm talking to you about this because this is in my blush video, which you'll see before this one, so I'm not even gonna talk about that. But they do a highlighter stick. This is supposed to be a highlighter stick, I would say, for medium to deeper skin tones, but for me it's definitely a blush topper. But they do like a lighter highlighter, which I'm also going to get. I think these are about $2 or $3.99 from Boots, so very inexpensive, and they're really nice. So yeah, that one's being decluttered anyway guys. Another one that's being decluttered, and I'm quite sad about this. I love the packaging of it. It reminds me of Fenty. So this one is the PS Pure highlighter in Arctic Ice. It's just too dark. It had a seal on it when I bought it, so I didn't know what shade I was buying, but that's it there. I have tried to make it work. It looks really similar to another highlighter that I'm decluttering, which will kind of like match them against each other, and you can tell, well, we can see how similar they are. But for now I'll just swatch this one. Right, so that's the shade. You can see how dark it is. Let's try and blend it. Yeah, even when it's blended out it's just too dark for my fair skin. So that's that one, that's going. Another cream is this one by Glossybox. So Glossybox did a collab with Kryolan, and then this one is a cream one in the shade Cashmere. So that's what it looks like on the finger. I swatched this in the last video and you just couldn't see it. That's it there. Right, so that's that going. Just need to get a wipe now. I've learned from the last time I did this video, wipes are on the table ready. Right, so I've got two of these boxes, by the way, as well, guys. One of them is full and then one of them's not as full. And I've got some in my everyday makeup drawer as well, which we'll talk about once I've done this, once I've showed you what's in this box. So this one is new to the collection. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Blossom Glow. And I've done a Is It a Dupe video between this one and the Dior one in 002. Luminizer, I think it's called, something like that. You'll see it in a second. These highlighters by Wet n Wild, I see what people mean now. They're just so pretty, and the texture of this highlighter is nicer than the Ofra Glow palette I've got. It's just really pretty, nice, smooth, creamy highlighter. Then we've got this MAC one. So this one is in the shade Beaming Blush. Really like this, and I like to wear it as well when I'm wearing a red lipstick. I put some of this over the top of it when I'm feeling like I want to look glam, and it looks so pretty. I did it in the other highlighter video, and unfortunately I don't have that one anymore. So maybe I'll do it in an upcoming video where I'm wearing red lipstick. That one is probably a little bit too dark for me as well, but blended in, it just looks really funky. It's a really funky highlighter. Love that. Where have I put that white now? Is it there? And I've got some in my I keep want to say it chopping block. It's not chopping block, it's Project Pan drawer. I'll get those again in a sec. The next one up is Too Faced. Do you remember when these came out, guys? This one is Too Faced Love Light. It's one of the prismatic highlighters, and this one was the lightest shade blended by the light. Of course I have to get the lightest shade. I mean, look how pale I am. I don't tan at all, guys. I blister, I go lobster red like this shirt. Yeah, it's not a good look at all, but that is a good look. Look at it, it's super pretty. The next one is another Wet n Wild one, but it's a duo. Absolutely love this. I've not had it that long. I got it just before lockdown, so it was back in March. Really nice. This one is in the shade Highlight Bling. They do about 3 or 4 shades of this. They've got another one that I really like the look of. It's such a bargain for like £6.50 as well, and this is super smooth as well. Just goes to show you don't have to spend a fortune on highlighters. You can get just as good at the drugstore. So that one is the Wet n Wild one. So that's that. Right, next up is the Dior one I was talking to you about, the one that I did that video, Is It a Dupe? So I've still got the velvet pouch from when I bought it, and I bought it years ago, but yeah, it's still nice, creamy, smooth texture. Just comes in the normal packaging. It's actually called the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer in 002, and it just says it's a shimmering sculpting powder. It says you can only keep it for 12 months, but I've had it a lot longer than that, and it's still a really good highlighter. If the highlighting powder wasn't as smooth, I would unwillingly get rid of it. I had to do that with a Dior blusher, and you can see how sad I am in the video. It's yeah, it's not good. But the powder, the Dior blush powder, was actually sticky in the pan, and it was like, no, you can't put that on your face. And I was saying, if it would have had a kind of like limited edition packaging, I probably would have kept it, because hello, it's Dior, and I don't have many high-end products. I'm getting more now, slightly more, but it's my channel's mainly drugstore, with a few high-end products thrown in. So yeah, that's the way it's leaning anyway. I shop mainly at like for eyeshadow palettes, Revolution. I think they do really good eyeshadow palettes. Not everyone would agree with me there. It's very hit and miss. It can be a bit like Essence Cosmetics. They can be hit and miss with their eyeshadow palettes, but definitely Essence have gotten better with the formula. I got the Beautiful eyeshadow palette and I've done a look with it. I don't think it's on the channel yet, and I really loved how creamy the formula was. I keep saying how creamy the formula is because it's important for me to have something that is creamy. I don't like rough texture on my skin. Some people aren't bothered like about that, especially when it comes to highlighters, but for me personally, yeah, I do need something like that, especially as I'm getting older now as well. I'm 42, so I do want something basically that doesn't show texture. Anyway, stop chatting. That's the shade. Right, next. Oh, I've not put the pouch in. Does anyone else keep these pouches? I'm such a geek. I like it to be like it was when I first bought it. Right, so the next one is this one. This has got quite a bit of controversy on my channel anyway. It's the Topshop highlighter in Crescent Moon. Every fair skinned girl that I've seen on YouTube absolutely loves this. The last person I saw was Soft Does Nails, and she said she actually loves it. She was doing a declutter of highlighters. I don't know when she did it, but I watched it last week. I don't think it was a recent thing, but she was decluttering some highlighters and she said she loved this highlighter. It's soft, it's creamy, it's actually really soft. It looks like that. I think it's the pink duochrome that I really don't like, but I want to give it like a second chance. Everyone loves it so much. I want to give it that chance and see what it looks like on the skin, so it definitely needs to come back out soon. Is that one there. But if I don't like it, is there any point of me really hanging on to it? You like what you like at the end of the day. I keep thinking to myself, shall we declutter that one? I don't really use it, but then I think, well, you know, everyone likes it, and I'm never going to do like a full face of Topshop makeup because that's the only thing in my collection that I've got of Topshop. I did have a lipstick, but I'm getting rid of that. I just don't like it, so yeah, that's the only Topshop product I've got, and I'm not going out and buying kind of like products for a full face, so I could get rid of it. But yeah, I'm going to use it one last time and like give it a second chance and see how I feel then, I guess. Next one is this one, and it took me a while to like this, to be honest. Like when I get a product, sometimes I don't like it straight away. It's really weird. It's mainly with mascaras that happens. I really need to try them for a couple of weeks, and also like for the formula of the lipstick to kind of not dry out but not be as wet as it was when I originally started putting it on the eyelashes. And this one, like when I got it, I think it had a glitter overspray. It doesn't really have that anymore. This is what it looks like. It's really pretty. It's one of those really nice icy, and I mean icy, white highlighters. It is super pretty. So that's that one. Right, and then we're coming up to now probably my best drugstore highlighter. Also the most inexpensive drugstore highlighter. So it's this Technique Get Gorgeous highlighter, and they named it so well, Technique, because it is absolutely gorgeous on the skin, especially like I said, if you're a more mature woman like myself, or you have some texture on your skin. This one is your best friend, guys. So this is what it looks like. Again, great for pale skin girls. I mean, I'm going to do another swatch. The only thing I don't like about this highlighter is the lid, guys. I know at some point when we keep opening and closing it, it's going to come apart and I'll have to sellotape it. It's like really loose now, to be honest, but so far so good. It's this one here. You can see if I bring my hand a little bit closer that there's just no texture. It's real pretty. There's no glitter in it either, so it's not one of those beaming highlighters. It's more of a highlighter that you would use for work, or like if you didn't want a beaming highlighter basically. Right, so next up we've got a Colorpop one. I think it's in Stole the Show because my other Colorpop one's in Project Pan. Yes, Stole the Show. It's a super shock cheek highlighter. Love these. I've said it so many times. I love Colorpop as a brand, but I won't be ordering from them again. Not because anything happened with an order or anything, or there's anything wrong with the brand. I absolutely love Colorpop as a brand. I don't like the fact it costs quite a bit for shipping to the UK from America, which it will do, you know. I think last time I checked I wanted to order a $12 palette, which was the Baby Got Peach, and they wanted £10 shipping fee, so that is actually more than the palette. And then when it gets here they want customs on top, so that's probably going to be another £10. So you're talking you're paying like another like £20 for a $12 palette, and I just won't do it. I can actually order from Depop. I haven't done. Is that shade there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a really light gold, so yeah, that's really pretty. Not many of these are gonna go now. Well, I don't think any of them are gonna go from this tray, because these are like the best of the best highlighters that I have in my collection. So I've only got one of these ones from Revolution. So this is the Goddess of Love, and it was actually by I Heart Makeup. It's by Revolution now. So yeah, it's the Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter in Goddess of Faith. Absolutely beautiful. This is more of a pink highlighter though. That one there. Right, and then we've got some Maybelline Master Chromes. I've got 3 in total. I think the Molten Gold will be too dark for me, so we'll start off with the lightest. So we've got the Maybelline Face Studio Chrome Extreme in Diamond Glow, and I did a Is It a Dupe video between this one and also Ofra's Star Island, so that's coming up on the channel soon. And they're relatively short videos, so not all going to be like 40-50 minutes long. Once you get me chatting about makeup, I cannot shut up. It's like I don't come up for breath. But yeah, they're not all long videos. I'm trying to cut back on them. Right, Diamond Glow. That one there. Real pretty. So that one is fairly new. This one is Sandstone Shimmer. I got this one first because they didn't have Diamond Glow, and I've had it months. I don't know when I got it exactly, but it was definitely over a year ago. So there's a nice little dent in it. And then, you know, I was thinking, is this too dark for me? Because it is quite a dark highlighter, but when you actually blend it in, when you buff it into the skin, it looks really nice. So that's it, kind of buffed into the skin. And then I've got one in the drawer. It came from Depop. I got it for next to nothing, guys, honestly. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was next to nothing. These retail for £8.99 and this was £2. It came kind of shattered, but it's not all shattered, and I've been pressing it in with my thumb. So it's fine. I can use it, and I think eventually I will just get a new one and then I'll declutter this. So this one is in the shade 350 Molten Rose Gold. And this one is leaning on the dark side, to be honest. So I think I'll leave the Molten Gold shade. I might swatch it next time I'm in Boots and just see what it's like, and if it's a nice shade and I feel like it will look good on my skin tone, then I'll get it. Right, so that's what it looks like. Let's blend it in. Yeah, so it's not so dark that I feel like, oh, I'm not going to suit that. I've worn it, I think, once since I got it. But that's just because I've got quite a lot of other highlighters, and I just leave it in my everyday makeup drawer like that. I don't want to put it in the tray because it will probably get pulled all over the place with all the other highlighters, and they are, excuse me, and they are really, really delicate. Right, so let's go into my everyday makeup drawer now. This one was the one that I said it might be like the Primark Arctic Ice one. Let's see how right I am, because they're both like, they pull really dark on me. I'm wearing this today. You can just see it here. It's really, really late in the evening, so what we're going to do is we'll swatch this one first, the Primark one. I just want to see how similar they really are. I'm going to do 2 swatches of them both, and then I'm going to go in with the Obsession Mega Destiny one. Lighter. The Obsession Mega Destiny one is much lighter. In theory I should be able to wear that, but it just looks too dark on the skin. But buffed in, it really doesn't look that bad. No, I'm going to still declutter it. I feel like I need a lighter shade of it, which, to be honest, they're not that expensive. So yeah, that's going. Right, do we have any? Oh yeah, we've got this one. This is also a duo. So this one is Pixi by Petra. It's the shade Delicate Dew, and I think I just got the wrong shade, to be honest. I think I should have got Subtle Sunrise. I don't know how much lighter it is. I did pick up Subtle Sunrise at first. I thought it was Delicate Dew, got it on, and it said Subtle Sunrise. And I'd heard Make Life Your Runway talk about this so much, but she's got a slightly deeper skin tone than me. She's not as pale as me, so no wonder she likes this more than I do. I just can't get into this at all. I've tried so hard in liking it. I'm going to swatch both highlighters. That's the paler shade. Shall we blend it in? In fairness, it doesn't show texture, so that's a good thing. So that's the paler shade, and now we'll do the deeper shade, which is far too dark. You can see it's far too dark. Blend that in. So that's that one there. So it's on the chopping block. I will be using it this week. I don't know whether I'm going to do a video about chopping block products. I've got a few in the drawer, so maybe I could. I think there's only one more highlighter in here. Yeah, there is. Right, I should have pulled like another highlighter really, but it gives, no, the reason there is not another highlighter in here is because I want to get some more use from that Overglow signature palette. I remember now. So anyway, this is the new one, so it's the Ofra and Madison Miller collab, and this one is Moondance. Forgot. I don't know why I forgot, but I forgot for a minute. I'm breaking the packet. Looks like that, and then on the back it just says Ofra and Madison Miller. This is absolutely stunning, guys. I wore this once for a video. Just so much smoother than the palette. Just look at that. I do think it's really similar to Star Island though. Yeah, I do. and I think that's what I did a video on. Is it a dupe for Star Island? I'm sure I did. If I haven't done that video, then that video will be coming soon. So yeah, that's that one. Right, so let's get the ones from my Project Pan drawer now. There isn't too many in there, and then we'll go through the other tray of highlighters that I've got. Okay, so up next is another Colorpop one. It's in the shade Lunch Money. Doing quite well with this one. So this is Project Pan. Spoiler alert. I think Project Pan update will go up before this video does, because we're on the 1st of June and I haven't even filmed it yet. So that video is going to get filmed next. So I'll be wearing the same top. Isn't that the most pretty highlighter? I love the formula of these. I wish I had more in the collection, but obviously I don't. And then we've got this one. I'm going to have to repurchase one of these again soon. It's the oldest packaging that they did, and I've had it years, but it is still performing. And while it's still performing, because it's such a expensive highlighter, I begrudge really getting rid of it just yet. I mean, it's not as smooth as it once was, I'll give it that, but it's still performing quite nicely. That's that one there. It's soft and gentle, by the way, I didn't say, but I'm sure you know it's an iconic highlighter. Right, so I'll just go and get the other tray and then we can talk about them. Right, so back to the other tray. So up next we've got this Tanya Burr. What shade is this? It's in the shade Beaming. It came in like a Tanya Burr set that I've got, and I'm still testing out like the bronzer and the highlight, but I don't need this. It's far too dark for my skin tone, as you can tell. So yeah, this is going to get decluttered, and it's quite old as well, and it's a cream product. So yeah, let's declutter that one. Right, then we've got an iconic highlighter. I don't know if I bought this one first or the MAC one. I think it was a MAC. So this is Mary Lou. I think everyone's got this in their collection, or has had it in their collection at some point. I don't really use it that much though. I definitely need to get more use out of it. That's that one there. Right, and then we've got 3 Poundland highlighters. The quality isn't that great, guys, but it is good if you like the subtle highlighter, and also if you're on a budget, they're really good for that. So up first is the shade Pearl. I mean, how cute is that packaging? These were only bought in March. I went to Poundland with my niece because it was her birthday in March, and she had some money to spend in Poundland, and I saw these. I think they brought them out for Mother's Day, because in the UK it's in March. So I saw these and I thought they look really pretty. They actually reminded me of the Primark ones that came out like in little pans like this. I don't think Primark do them anymore. But yeah, they reminded me of them, and they were only £1, so I thought, why not try them? The formula isn't the best. It's quite stiff. I've even tried scratching like the top layer off. They feel like a baked highlighter. Don't know if they are, but that's how they feel. Right, so that's it there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I've got all 3 shades. I think they only brought 3 shades out. At first I only bought 2. I thought the rose gold might be too dark for me, but I don't think it is. We'll get to that in a second though. The next one is Champagne. This one's really stiff as well. I think this one's slightly darker. Yeah, it is. That one's that one. That one is that one. And then we're going to go into rose gold, which is slightly darker than that one. This one's smoother as well, just. I think at some point I will be decluttering these, but not yet. I don't want to declutter them yet. I want to have a little bit of play around with them and just see if I can get them to work on the skin. See, that one is really, really dark. I think that one needs to go. I'm not gonna declutter it just yet though. I want to use it. I don't think I've used it on the face, but I want to at least see how it looks on the face. The next one is a highlighter from Primark, and I don't know who it's by, unfortunately. If you have this highlighter in your collection and you can tell me who it's by, I would really, really appreciate it, because I get asked all the time when I show it on the channel. Well, I've been asked a few times, not all the time, when I've shown it, and I can't tell the subscribers who it's off, because it doesn't have any information on the packaging. I mean, obviously when I bought it, it would have probably had some information on the packaging, like who it was by, but it doesn't now. It just says how to use the highlighter, that it's 16 grams, 0.564 ounces, the ingredients in the highlighter, not tested on animals, which is important, for adult use only, and it was designed in the USA and made in China. And it says formulated exclusively and distributed by Enchante Accessories Inc., New York, but I'm sure that wasn't the name on the packaging. So if you can give me any information on that, I would really, really appreciate it. It's a really nice pink highlighter, and this one is a lot like the Get Gorgeous one by Technique. It just doesn't show any texture at all. I don't use this one that often. I mean, the only thing it's doing at the moment is kind of like digging into the hairs of my hands, but yeah, that's all it's doing. On the face, it doesn't show anything. So this, let me show you what it looks like. It's got, you can't really see it anymore because it's got like leopard print on it here, and they're kind of coming away because I've swatched it, you know, I've had it on the face and whatnot. Then we've got another Primark one coming up. So this one has got seriously gorgeous packaging. I absolutely love this packaging. It reminds me of the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette packaging. The Huda Beauty Obsessions, I would say. Are they called Obsessions? I just had to go and get the packaging. It reminds me of this packaging. Look how similar it is. I mean, it's only for the fact that this is eyeshadows and this is highlighter, but yeah, there's definitely kind of like a Huda. You definitely feel the Huda theme, don't you? Well, I do every time I look at it. It's beautiful inside as well, looks like that, but the actual highlighter itself is chalky. I don't know if the camera is going to pick up that. It's got glitter in it as well. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that either. Again, it's on the chopping block. I'll give it one last chance. So potentially more highlighters could get decluttered really, really soon. Then there's one behind it as well that I don't know how I feel, but it's new. I only got it in March, and it's the W7. Let me come closer. Right, so it's the W7 Locomotion Extreme Ice, and this again is another one of those subtle ones, which at the moment I'm really into the beaming highlighters and the highlighters that look wet on the face. I'm not really into the subtle highlighters. You only need so many subtle highlighters in your collection, and I know like most people do like a subtle highlighter. I don't know how many times I can say that in this video, but yeah, for me at the moment I'm not using them. So this is what it looks like. I don't want to declutter it just yet. It's not smooth, so again, that's one thing that gets to me when a highlighter is not smooth, if you hadn't already noticed that. But yeah, it's not smooth, which is what I'd want it to be, but it is a gorgeous colour. I mean, I could use it as an inner corner highlight, but I don't know if I want to do that. So yeah, that could potentially be going. Right, Whoops, the phone's gone. Let's put that somewhere. Right, so up next is this one, and I know for a fact that I want to get rid of this. This one is Elf's Blush Gems. Now, I got this because everyone was saying, oh, it's a dupe for MAC Soft and Gentle. Right, so in the first original highlighter collection, I did swatches of both this, which is Blush Gems, and the Soft and Gentle. I'll do it again, but it's not a dupe for it at all. I don't know what people are going on about. On the skin it might look similar. I've not tried that, and I'm not going to try it just because I know that I want to get rid of it. I've tried taking the top layer off it like you're supposed to. Well, you're not supposed to, are you? You'd expect a highlighter to actually work without actually messing about and taking top layers off things. It's like eyeshadow palettes as well. People say, oh, if it's baked, take the top layer off. Well, no, you know, you pay your hard-earned money. It should work as it comes to you, as it was made. So I've done that. I've taken the top layer off it, and I still don't like it. I've got another one by Elf, which is a lighter shade than this, and I took the top layer off that, and that's really smooth now. So let's just get the MAC Soft and Gentle. Okay, so we'll swatch Blush Gems first. Let's do 2 swatches. And then we'll go in with MAC Soft and Gentle. Right guys, they're the 2 swatches. So that's Elf and that's MAC Soft and Gentle. Now, do they look like a dupe for one another? I don't think so, but leave your comments down below. I would love to know what your thoughts are on it. I just think, well, I know this one is darker, it's a deeper shade. I can't carry the Elf one off, but I can carry the Soft and Gentle off. If the Soft and Gentle one was like a smidge darker, I wouldn't be able to wear it. Anyway, so that's that. So we're getting rid of the Elf Blush Gems. Right, so up next we've got Moonlight Pearls. That's by Elf. Real pretty highlighter this. If you're pale like me and you want a nice highlight, a drugstore highlight, I would say get this one. It's real pretty. Well, I would say get the Technique one. It's cheaper, or should I say more inexpensive. I'm always saying cheap, and quite a lot of people don't like that wording, so I'll try and say inexpensive on the channel from now on. But like when I'm talking to like family members, I'm like, oh, it's so cheap. But yeah, I need to try and change my wording a little bit better. So that is Moonlight Pearls. It's real pretty. Then we've got a Laura Geller one. So I still think to this day I got the wrong shade. It's in the shade Peach Glow. Just looks like that. It's a real pretty formula. It's so nice. Everyone was going crazy for the Gilded Honey one back in the day when these got released. I didn't get that because I thought it was too dark. And the sales assistant said to me, you know, this one will really suit your skin. But I know that they do a white one, or they did. I should have got that one. But that's it there. Right, we've only got 3 more highlighters to talk about, and I don't think I'm getting rid of any of these. Right, so we've got another mini. This one is Becca's Opal, and if any of these I should be getting rid of, it probably should be this. Again, I think I'm going to put it on the chopping block, and if I don't like it, I mean, it's got a huge dent in it, so at some point I was wearing it quite a bit, but if I don't like it, then it can go. So it just looks like that. It's not really my shade, to be honest. It is a little bit too dark for me. You can see how pale I am to the highlighter. Let's blend it in. Yeah, so we're gonna see how that looks on the skin when I've got foundation on and things. Then we've got this. I honestly thought I would be decluttering this. I said that in my Shop My Stash, which is going to go up tomorrow. So this one is the Revolution highlighter in... Sorry, let's start again. This one is the Revolution highlighter reloaded, and the shade is Raise the Bar. I want to try the lighter shade. They do like a white shade. This one is very, very golden, but when it's on the skin it looks super pretty, and it looks super pretty all blended in. So that's the shade there. You can see it is slightly too dark. I'm going to blend it in. It looks fine though when it's on the skin. And then the next one is some like highlighter pearls that I've had forever. The by number 17, which you can't even get in the UK anymore. Number 17 doesn't exist. Number 17 was part of Boots, and yeah, they don't exist anymore. And so many times, because of how like kind of chunky it is, I've thought about decluttering it so much. But the pearls, guys, they're just so nice. So it looks like that. So you get silver ones and you get pink ones, and you just like mix it with your brush, obviously. And that's the shade. You get a really nice icy white shade. It's so pretty. Looks really pretty on the skin. So there is no way they're going. So this is my entire highlighter collection. Palettes and things like that will be done in a separate video. Last time I tried to do my face palette, it was over an hour long because I was swatching everything. And I've got like blusher and blusher palettes, highlighter palettes, contouring palettes. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it in parts, or if I'm just going to sit down and film one video and just show you a couple of shades from the palette rather than actually going in with everything. So yeah, I might do that. But yeah, this is the single highlighters done. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Hope you've enjoyed seeing the swatches, especially if you're a pale girl like me, so you can see what they're like on your skin tone. So yeah, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate your support. It would mean so much to me. So just hit that subscribe button down below and click the notifications bell, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.